As I travel around this country in my van, I love to visit museums, and I've been to some of the best. But I'm going to tell you, today is a first. Wait till you hear about this museum. So this is Julie Kimbrell. And Julie, what is your title here at this museum?
I am the manager. I'm also director of museum services.
And you don't know this yet, but this is the American Museum of the House Cat.
Correct.
You're going to make a lot of people happy.
We do. It's a happy place to work as
And
well.
I have driven by here several times, have noticed it, wanted to stop in, and I was thinking, okay, maybe you get 3 visitors a day, but there's a whole stream of people here. Mm-hmm. How many people come through here in a given, say, year? Do you have any clue?
It is very seasonal, but at the same time, we haven't seen a big drop-off like you normally would with a season. The summer's been crazy. Yesterday, we saw around 140 people. I expect next weekend with Labor Day coming, we'll see the same or more. We've had up to 200 a day. We've had 30. It just depends on the season, the day of the week, what's going on.
So I could probably guess that you have thousands a year then.
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. So how did the museum come about?
So it is the creation of Dr. Harold Sims. He is now 89 years old, but he moved up to the mountains to retire in the early 90s, and he fell in love with rescuing cats. So his first project was a cat rescue. Started with through the 90s, he had little pop-up rescues around the county, and then in the early 2000s, he built the Catman 2 shelter. So kind of a bit of a local folk hero where cats are concerned. And it's a big no-kill, no-cage shelter. It was our county's first like that, and really helped with feral problems. That shelter is still operating with under a manager. And Harold he focused on the museum. That was his next project. He always wanted to open a museum. He thought it would be, at first he thought he would open an antique store, call it the Owl and the Pussycat, but instead he went for a cat museum. And it is the second of 2 in America. The other one is a smaller one. It's been a little bit older, which is owned by the Cat Fanciers Association, and it's in Alliance, Ohio. It's more breed focused. This one is the everyman's house cat, happy place.
It is. And I mean, you have there are how many cats here today? Real cats?
Real cats, we have 4.
And one of them is walking around here in this room. And this is the library?
This is the library. This is our little research library. Some of it's fun and random, and then there are other areas, like we have a cat carousel in this building. And we have books on carousels. We have books about Louis Wain, the British cat artist, who was portrayed in a film on Amazon Prime by Benedict Cumberbatch. He was a cat lover and became a very popular cartoonist. And we've got a little of everything in here.
You do. So, I mean, what are people going to find when they come in? What will they see? Other than the cats, the real cats.
The real cats definitely draw a lot of attention, but you'll see everything from every age. We have the carousels, like those cats are Victorian or older. Our oldest item is an Egyptian mummy. It is the Ptolemaic period. It's
a real mummy?
A real cat mummy. It was a kitten.
Goodness.
You'll find, so of course we have an Egyptian section, but to go with that mummy, we have a pinball machine, cats in entertainment, anywhere cats have been a theme on something, you will find it here. Black cat fireworks, cigar boxes,
And this is, I mean, haven't you
everywhere?
You do. I mean, there's not hardly an inch left. I'm looking around now.
No, there isn't. And there's a little bit of history, history pieces like kitty litter, the invention of kitty litter, cat food, cats and advertising and that kind of thing. So it's an everything museum.
So Julie, how did you get involved?
Well, I used to run an antique mall that was just up the road from here. It was a big you know, huge place that used to be an old schoolhouse built by the WPA in the 40s. And over time it had, after it was a school, it became an antique mall. It was a kind of a community mainstay for years. And then I managed that, and we ended up renting space at Herald when we decided to start the museum. So that was how I got to know him in the business sense. Already knew him from the community because he is a popular individual in this area.
I bet so. Anybody who takes care of cats has to be popular.
Yes, absolutely.
Got a kind heart. And Dr. Sims is a doctor of education?
Dr. Sims is a doctor of education. He taught marine biology, ecology, and botany. He worked for the Navy and weather down in, and he worked in the Keys. Did a lot of marine research.
A lot of cats down there. Huh?
Yeah,
yes. Hemingway or something.
Yes,
in
Hemingway's
his
cats. Yes.
So speaking of cats, who was the cat you were just holding?
That is Mimi. She's our official museum mascot. She was our first kitty, so we call her the ambassador. So the 3 kittens running around that are all still 14 weeks or younger are ambassadors in training.
So are any of them adoptable or no? I know Mimi's not.
No, we got those for the museum from
perfect.
the county shelter, which we also, the Kathmandu shelter that Harold founded also does work with the county.
Are they still around, that shelter, Kathmandu?
It is still around.
Oh, and it's specifically for cats then, right?
It is just cats.
Love that name. Was it K or a C?
With a C.
With the C.
Yes.
So apparently if kids come here, there are souvenirs they can buy and things like that?
Plenty of souvenirs. We have a gift shop we have jewelry, t-shirts, postcards, all the usual fare, and some fun stuff too. Few unexpected things.
Well, I don't own a cat now, but I've had several over the years. I'm loving this place.
Oh, great.
So why should people come visit?
First off, if you love cats, you just should come.
Absolutely.
Period. And it's a great place to, it's nostalgic for some people. They see some of the toys and things they've had as kids. They learn something new they didn't know about cats before. We have, it's really quite a nice, rounded walk through cat history. You go from that, like the mummy, to the ancient world forward, and see how cats evolved as far as their interaction with humans. People walk out of here happy.
I can tell you they do. I'm already happy, and I haven't walked out yet.
I mean, that just makes it so worth it, is just to see how many happy people, come in and they get so excited, and they love to talk about their cats that they have at home. We love to hear those stories about their cats too.
I bet so. Has anyone ever tried to bring a service dog in here?
They do, yeah.
So what do the cats do when that happens?
Yes.
I don't blame them.
They're not too used to the dog. Some of them do okay with them, but Mimi's not quite used to it. Not quite so used to dogs.
Well, I can tell Mimi loves it here, though. They all
does
seem very
well.
contented.
Yeah.
Well, Julie, thanks so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for coming.
We're manager of the American Museum of the House Cat near Sylva, North Carolina.
Correct.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.